What is up, my dudes and that one girl who's just ready for another review? I got you, one girl. This is Bikes, Beards, and Brews. Let's kick that intro. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we kick this one off, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. New videos are coming weekly. Ring that bell, you know when they drop. Let's get the other stuff out of the way. Want to save 10% on a Cardo communicator or save some money on some Beyond Riders gear or on some Hogworks gear? Then you should definitely check my referral links down below. Want to support me and all my do-gooderness like these cool guys here? Boom! Then you should become part of the Brew Crew and join the coffee page down below. Want to know why I'm asking you for money? Well, next to those 10,000 Amazon affiliate links that also go to a good cause is a link explaining what I do with your money. Get it, got it, cool, let's move on. And of course, as always, if you go to the link down below, I have Bikes, Beards, and Brews merch and Slayer Man merch if you've made it over here because of Jacques the Whipper. So stuff like this beanie, t-shirts, patches, stickers, all that stuff, check it out. Support me, do it. All right, let's get to the video. All right, guys, so today it is another rainy, wet day. Some might even say it is moist. So I figured now is a good time to do a review and give you my first impressions on the Carpuride W702 Pro that I purchased and put on my Pan America. And we'll get into why I chose the Carpuride, why I chose the size I did, the price, how this might actually translate to a bike you're riding, because this isn't just for ADV bikes, and overall my first impressions, the good, the bad, because it has not been an absolute perfect device, at least for me, but we'll dig into all that right now, so let's go. All right, so first, ignore the garage, it's a mess. I am working on cleaning it up so I can get the Sportster in here. I have been trying, hell, I just got this tour pack hanger thing, so that's a few less things that are on the floor. Got a little bit more room. I'm excited about that, but I am working on this. And again, it is raining outside and it's a little hard to do a review like this when it's raining. The other thing I want to touch on, because I mentioned it during the last video I did for the Pan America. If you haven't seen that yet, go check that out. It's the Pan America First Upgrades, and that's actually where I installed the Carpuride and a few other things. I did get my RAM mount installed for my camera, so this is what the whole camera setup looks like when it is all installed, good to go, nice and neat and clean. This actually bolts into the hand guard bracket, so it's stuff that's not technically on my bars, keeping my bars clean, keeping this whole center piece open. So yeah, I'm digging that. Of course, I'm gonna have to adjust it a little bit just to make sure that it gets my lovely face in all the videos when I'm riding. Stay tuned for that, but this is the final setup that I was working on where I had to order a few extra parts. Again, watch that last video, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right, so here's what we're talking about today. That is the Carpuride W702 Pro. Now this panel comes in at $329 list on the website. However, I have yet to see any day where you go to that website and there's not some sort of deal going on. For example, right now, it's like $130 off. So you can get this thing for $200. And that's right about what I paid for it when I ordered it. There's 3 different sizes for the Carpurides, and they come in a lot of different flavors as well. Again, this is the W702 Pro, but there's a 5-inch screen, a 6-inch screen, a 7-inch screen. This is the 7-inch screen. And then they have other stuff. So they have specific mounts for like BMWs. They have universal mounts. They have stuff that they claim to be a Harley mount. I looked at that one, and it looks like they want you to mount it onto your handlebars here, and it's more or less for like the Softail models, things like that. We'll get into that in a little bit. What I chose to do was order a third-party bracket, and again, also in the previous video, so if you're curious about this and how it's installed, check that out. This bracket sits right over my Harley TFT screen, which is right here, and then the Carpuride is right here. Now, when I first installed the Carpuride, I used this bracket that came with the Carpuride. So this clamped onto this bar, and then this was on there. I did not like this as much because the panel sat way more forward. And actually one of the things I noticed was if I was cutting the bars all the way to the left, my little brake reservoir here kept kind of clipping on the side of this. So that would not have ended well over time. I wanted something that was cleaner, that was in line with my TFT screen. So everything was just right there, nice and neat, nice and clean, nice and easy to look at. So with that, Carpuride also has this block mounting bracket right here, which is what I used. And then I ended up ordering just a shorter version of this arm, kind of like what I'm using here as well, but again, shorter. So I popped that on and then I mounted the Carpuride from there, and it looks great. It is clean. It is out of the way of my windshield. That's my windshield all the way down. That's my windshield all the way up, and it is not touching the Carpuride. I have plenty of room there, so this isn't gonna be banging up and scratching up my windshield at any point in time. Now, I saw a few different panels out there from a few different manufacturers, and I started comparing for a little while. Do I think the Carpuride is the absolute best panel out there that you can get? No. The reason why I chose this one is price point. The fact that I see a lot of these out there, so they seem to be fairly reliable. I've found a lot of people talking about them, reviewing them, having them on their bikes for long periods of time. So it seemed like they were durable enough where it was something I wanted to get into. And it just seemed to do everything I wanted. Plus the install was very simple. Once again, check out the last video. I do the whole install on this. It is neat, clean, very easy, and I just flew through it. The setup as well, very easy to do. So overall, with the price, the availability, the reputation that I saw, it just seemed like this was a good one to go with. Now let's turn it on real quick. One of the things I have found is if you're using Android Auto, bare minimum, I haven't used Apple CarPlay, but it is available on this panel. It takes about 20 seconds from the time you start the bike for this to power up and connect to the Android Auto that is on your phone. This is phone reliant. So this isn't going to be your panel where it just has all of its stuff. Like, it connects to your phone the same way this panel would. The reason why I went with the Carpuride is because I did not want to use Harley-Davidson's map system. I like Google Maps, and that's what I wanted to stick with. So with this, I have Android Auto, I have my maps, I can run my music and control it all off of here. I can take calls, all of that stuff. This connects to my Cardo that is on my helmet, and I am good to go. Now, with that, there's a couple different setups that Carpuride offers. You can have your helmet with your comm, and what you do is you set it so everything just flows in the stream. So this connects to your phone and then connects to your comm, so it's all just like one stream that goes through. I did read a few reviews where some people were having audio issues doing that. So one of the other great things is you can go to audio input, you have Bluetooth transfer or iPlay Auto. I chose iPlay Auto. What that does is it just allows my phone to connect straight to my Cardo, and I get all my sound like that. And then it gives me Android Auto on the screen. So basically I have dueling Bluetooth going at the same time. I can do everything I need to do, but it cuts out this middleman of like going music from my phone to here to my comm. Some of the other cool things that this has is you can actually connect to Bluetooth devices. So if you have a passenger and you want them listening to your music, if you're going through that stream of phone to Carpuride to comms, you can do that. You can connect two different helmets, two different comms, you're good to go. Or, you know, you just do one if you want. Again, you can do that full stream where it's phone to Carpuride to comm, or you can just go phone to comm and then Android Auto up on the screen. Right now it's not connecting to Android Auto because I don't have my phone with me, because I want to show this main menu, because not everyone is using Android Auto. And again, you can see you've got your Android Auto, your Apple CarPlay, everything is there. The screen is snappy. You can move it around. You can do phone calls, all of that stuff. There's a whole settings thing. So if you want to set it up a certain way and have it look a certain way, you've got all of that stuff there. Overall, I am enjoying this panel. Up in the top right-hand corner, you can control your brightness. Nice and easy. So, you know, when you're riding at night or whatnot, and you need to dim it, you can do that. It also tells you the voltage that it's pulling off of your bike right now, so you know if you have enough power coming through. And Carpuride actually has a bunch of different little add-ons and stuff that you can get. Again, if you're using a BMW bike, they've got that magic wheel thing where it's a controller on the left, so you can actually connect that to this. There is tire pressure monitors that actually work with this, so you order like the little caps for your tires if you don't have it. This bike does have it, so I didn't need that. And there's a lot of different mounting options. So let's talk about some of the stuff that I didn't care for on this panel so far. And first and foremost, the thing that I said right kind of in the beginning was, it takes about 20 seconds for this to fully boot up and go into Android Auto. And that's even if you accidentally stall the bike like I might have done. So like if you're on a ride, you're at a red light, you accidentally stall it, you restart it, it's gonna go through its boot cycle. You're looking at about 20 seconds. I feel like that's a little slow, but at the same time, the radio on my Road Glide, right about that same sort of 20-second window. Another thing to be aware of, if you're using this on like an ADV bike that already has a TFT screen, this Harley, for example, you can connect your phone to this TFT and you can control your music through here. However, you don't have Android Auto and you don't have Apple CarPlay on this TFT screen. So that's another reason why I went with the Carpuride. But because I'm using the Carpuride and not this TFT screen, these controls, where normally I would be able to skip tracks, change volume, things like that, are not going to be useful to me. The way that I control volume, skip tracks, answer phone calls, all of that stuff is either on this screen or on my Cardo on my helmet. So those are my two options. I'm sure if I had my phone up here, I could do that as well. But one of the things that I wanted was to not have my phone on my handlebars. Again, I like a cleaner sort of area up front. I don't want a bunch of stuff strapped on here. So do be aware if you're on a ride, you want to skip a track, your hand's coming off the handlebars to come over to this screen, or you can use the voice commands on your comms. That's another option as well, but you won't be using your hand controls. Now, some of the other cool things about this is it has an SOS mode. So if you don't have a comm that has an SOS, if you're not using a phone that has an SOS, let's face it, a lot of technology uses SOS stuff nowadays. But if you don't have that stuff or it's not set up, you can set it up on here. Essentially, if you go down, if there's some sort of issue with your bike, if you're incapacitated, this will reach out to your phone and call 911, or it'll call your emergency contacts, whatever, and help to get you help quickly and efficiently. That's a great thing to have, especially if the bad happens and you're not conscious and time is of the essence. This is also IP67 waterproof. So, I mean, this thing can get caught in some rain. And if you ever go to the Carpuride website, they show them blasting this thing with pressure washers and all that stuff. So if you've got this on your bike and you need to clean your bike, don't worry, this can take it. Can you hear it raining? I mean, I've got a dead cat going and stuff, but it's pretty loud and it's right behind that camera. So who else could this Carpuride be for? Well, that's the cool thing. So if you've got a bike, maybe you have an older bagger that has a smaller stereo in it, like, you know, you got the really old one that still has cassette tapes, or you've got something that just has AM/FM radio on it, things like that. There's different brands of bikes that have, you know, different limited radios on them, and you want that whole Android Auto experience, or you want the whole Apple CarPlay experience. This is a great addition, and it can bolt on in so many different places. You can even get one of these RAM mounts and use an arm like this, and you're good to go. Your Carpuride would be right here. You don't even need this giant 7-inch screen. Again, there's a 5-inch screen, there's a 6-inch screen. This is great for if you don't want your phone on your handlebars. Personally, I wanted the 7-inch screen because this TFT is just a hair under 7 inches, so It just looks like everything belongs, everything's kind of the same size. It's helping out my OCD. Plus, if I was gonna go to a smaller screen, it really doesn't make sense to not just put my phone on here, minus the fact that if my phone falls off my handlebars and gets smashed, disappears, and this happens, there are plenty of videos or plenty of riders out there that talk about like their phone coming off their phone mount and just disappearing or getting destroyed. That's another reason why I don't want my phone on my handlebars. But yeah, if I start going smaller, it's hard to argue just not having my phone on the bars. So if you have a bike that doesn't have any sort of screen on it whatsoever, this is a great addition, especially if you're using a comm, because again, this is going to connect Bluetooth. You're going to be able to listen to your music. You're going to be able to hear directions. You're going to be able to take phone calls, all of that fun stuff. But then you'll also have the visuals when you're doing your turn-by-turn directions. So, you know, if you've got your lowrider ST, your Sportster, your Nightster, your Fat Bob, even other bikes, if they don't have a TFT screen on them, this is something that is great. You use something like this, you bolt it to your handlebars, you're good to go. You have that turn-by-turn direction. So this is a great addition for anyone who's not just using their bike to go bar hopping or, you know, things like that. People who want actual directions to where they need to get to, and people that just want that full experience of having some sort of screen on there that also is very easily removed for when you don't want it there. This right here, this power cord, this is all that I need to disconnect to remove this panel if I want to ride without it. And this unscrews. So this screws in so it's nice and tight. Keeps all the moisture out, but you unplug it, that's gone. You throw this little cap on, you tuck that aside, this panel comes off, you're good to go. You're just gonna have that little crossbar, that's fine. And if you're using something like this, or you're using one of those little claws that are attached to this, you just pop it off when you're not using it. That's a good setup. Anyway, that's what I've got. What do you got? Does this look interesting to you? Does this look like something you might want to use? How would you be using it? Sound off in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, share this video with friends, share it with family, share it with that one dude you know who's got a Nightster and he's always like, where am I going? That'll help him out. He loves this stuff, trust me. I'll see you all on the flip side.